Okay. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my dear students. So, we will discuss the module 6 of our Accounting 112, which is our last topic in accounting. So, the accounting cycle for a merchandising business. So, kung marirecall nyo before, we discussed already the accounting cycle for a service business. So now, malalaman natin yung similarities ng merchandising and service business and yung differences nila. So, na-mention ko din before na sabi ko nga sa inyo, mas madaling i-prepare yung accounting cycle for service business kasi nga yung mga account titles na ginagamit natin for service business is yun at yun din. At iilan lang yung madadagdag. Unlike sa merchandising business, medyo marami siyang ginagawa. Okay? So maraming account titles tayong encounter under merchandising. So yun, highlight lang natin. So now, proceed tayo. So accounting for sales and accounts. So the accounting for accounts receivable in a trading business is generally the same as in a service business. So, 'di ba? So, meron silang similarities, si merchandising and service business. So, the sales of goods on cash basis increases, then cash and increases the income account sales. So, a sale of goods on credit increases accounts receivable and increases sales. So, 'di ba? Aware pa rin tayo pagdating sa ating rules of debit and credit, 'di ba? So, pag nag-increase po ang ating asset, 'di ba? So, saan natin siya ilalagay? Same with liabilities, 'di ba? Income and expense, 'di ba? Pag nag-increase and nagde-decrease, saan natin ilalagay? So, na-discuss na natin 'yan before. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, dapat ma-master nyo yung rules of debit and credit. Kasi dun pa lang, pag nagawa nyo yon, so alam nyo na kung paano mag-analyze ng data. 'Di ba? So yun. Okay? So sales may be reduced by discounts, returns, and allowances. So aware tayo dyan. So, uh, pero alam natin, isa din to sa mga strategies na ginagawa ng businesses para, 'di ba? Para mas kumita sila. Okay? Like for example, yung discounts, 'di ba? So, although may discounts 'yon, meron pa rin yung earnings. Pero yun nga, nababawasan, di natin maiwasan na nababawasan yung sales. Pero pag pumatok yung discounts, 'di ba? Madami kang magiging clients and customers, 'di ba? So, then returns and allowances. So, ito yung hindi natin inaasahan na mangyari, which is yung mga damages ng product. Hindi natin alam kung sino yung may problem, kung sa manufacturing ba siya or dun na sa courier. So yun ang ano natin dyan. So, ito talaga, nababawasan talaga yung sales natin pagdating dito. Syempre, pag may returns, gusto ng mga customers natin mag-refund, diba? So, wala tayong choice kundi ibigay yung refund na yun. Lalo na kung mataas yung amount, diba? Yung price. So, talagang hahabol yung mga customers natin yan. So, there are two types of discounts. So, the trade discounts and the cash discounts. So, ano nga ba yung trade discounts and cash discounts? So, isi-simplify ko na lang sa inyo. So, trade discounts reductions from price list. Okay? So, sa price list sila nagbe-base. Diba? So, diba, for example, nag-order ka na dun sa certain store na yun. So, nag-order ka na. Then, dun sila magbe-base ng discount through price list. Okay? So, sa binigay sa inyo, after nyo mag-order, so, dun kayo babawasan ng discount. Dun kayo bibigyan ng discount. Diba? So, ganun po sa price list. Yung, for example, kunwari, sa palengke, magandang scenario to. Kunwari sa palengke, diba, sa isang store, bumili ka ng mga kailangan mo sa pagluluto. Lahat na yon, for example, recipe for menudo. 'Di ba? Lahat ng mga kailangan mong ingredients, binili mo lang sa isang store. So, after mong bumili, so, ang total example lang ang total amount na binayaran mo is 650. Pero, ginawa na lang na 600. So, yung mga ganun, yung mga tinatawag na tawad-tawad. 'Di ba? So, 650 yung total amount mo, pero binawasan na lang ng 600. 'Diba? So, yun po yung tinatawag na trade discounts, yung parang negotiate ka, ah, talagang negotiate ka ano, face to face, 'di ba? Then, yung basta yan, sa trade discounts lagi niyong tatandaan yung scenario na nakikipagtawaran ka. Okay? Then yung cash discounts naman, ito yung may mga terms and conditions na tinatawag. So, for example, sa isang kumpanya, meron silang mga suppliers, 'di ba? So, meron silang mga suppliers na which is may mga ano na yan, may mga contracts na sila. So, 'di ba? Ito yung mga examples niyan. 2/10 and N30. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng 2/10? So, yung may 2% discount ka if nagbayad ka within 10 days dun sa in-order mo. Okay? Or sa pinurchase mo. So, ganun po yun sa cash discounts. Or, pag N30 naman, so pag in-avail mo naman yung N30, ayun yung magbabayad ka within 30 days. Pero wala ka nang maa-avail na discount. Okay? So, yun yung commonly na nangyayari sa different businesses. So, for example nga, yung dati kong work sa Robinsons, so may mga suppliers nga kami. So, yung mga in-order namin sa mga suppliers namin, so binabayaran namin siya within 30 days. Okay? So, yun po. So, ang mangyayari niyan, si supplier magsasubmit siya ng SOA, Statement of Account, if ever na magju na yung ano mo, yung babayaran mo. So, for a reminder lang naman. Okay? So, wait lang po. Okay, so proceed tayo. So, yun po yung trade discounts and cash discounts. I hope naintindihan niyo siya, guys. So, next tayo, sales returns and allowances are also reductions from income. Siyempre, yun nga, sabi ko nga sa inyo, ito yung mga damages. So, hindi natin inaasahan magka-damage. So, most commonly, pwedeng nagka-problema mismo talaga sa courier. Kasi, may na-ano ko niyan, na-experience din sa Shopee, nag-order ako ng item, sira nung dumating sa akin. Pero sabi nung seller, hindi sa kanila yung may problem. So, nag-send ako ng video, nag-send ako ng pictures ng item. So, ayun, nag-request ako ng refund. Si Shopee, nag-ano siya, naging sa gitna, sorry, ang tawag doon, naging mediator, ayun. Nag-mediator yung si Shopee. So, yun, nag-request ako ng refund. So, ayun kasi yung example nun, sales returns and allowances. Nasa seller kung talagang alam mo yon yung pagkakamali nila, 'di ba? Baka naman kasi hindi kasi secure yung packaging kaya nasira, 'di ba? So, kaya nagkakaroon ng refunds. So, yun po. So, sana na ano niya siya, naintindihan. So, talagang wala tayong choice diyan. So, parang kumbaga ito yung mga losses na tinatawag pagdating sa merchandising business. So, yung mga returns and refunds. Okay? So, proceed tayo. For illustration, so, ito yung illustration natin pagdating sa pag-journalize ng merchandising business. So, on July 10, cash was collected from customer Leah Santos on 20,000 sales on account to her on July 2, 20X1. Under a term of 2% discount, it paid within 10 days from sale. Okay? So, inabil niya yung 2/10, which is magkakaroon ka ng 2% discount pag binayaran mo within 10 days. So, inabil siya ni Leah Santos. Ganito yung illustration niya sa journalizing. So, eto yun. Okay? So, eto siya. Yan. So, July 2, di ba? So, accounts receivable, nag-increase yan, asset, 20,000. Then, may sales po tayo, income. So, nag-increase siya, 20,000. To record sales on account to Leah Santos. So, expect natin na meron tayong ma-receive from Leah Santos. Diba? Kaya nga siya accounts receivable. Okay, so nasa sa inyo kung bakit ba siya naging accounts receivable. Siyempre, ito yung tinatawag natin na current assets within a year. Pero yung accounts receivable kasi, depende sa terms and conditions na na binigay nyo sa inyong mga customers, okay, or sa mga clients nyo. Okay? Nung July 10 daw po, is nagbayad siya ng cash. So, 19,600. Bakit naging 19,600? So, na-avail niya kasi yung 2%, diba? Sabi nga doon, na-avail yung 2% discount. So, yung sales discount is 400. Okay, so ayun yung na-less sa kanya sa 20,000. So, accounts receivable is 20,000. Okay? So, ganito siya pag nag-journalize. Okay? So, sana naiintindihan nyo. Kasi, sa service business, input lang tayo, journal lang tayo, ganyan. So, dito sa merchandising, talagang pinapakita natin kung ano yung mga discounts, diba, yung refunds. So, dito, under dito. So, sa merchandising. So, I hope na iintindihan nyo siya. Okay, so sundan nyo lang yung module natin, diba, para hindi kayo malilito. Okay, so itong 400 is sa sales discount po yun. Okay, so a total of 20,000 accounts receivable. So, to record, then in short description, to record collection from Leia Santos. Okay, so next illustration tayo, diba? So, this transaction leads to an increased debit in an asset cash. So, yan. Diba? Yung pagdi-debit, yung rules of debit and credit natin. So dapat matandaan nyo yan. Kasi, para hindi kayo maliligaw. And hindi kayo malilito kung paano nyo i-input yun sa debit or credit. Okay? Diba? Tandaan nyo, lagi. Diba? Lagi po nating yung account na inuuna natin is dapat under debit. Hindi po tayo pwedeng mag-una ng account title na under credit. Dapat po debit, then saka yung credit. Okay? Paalala lang ulit yan. Kasi, yun po yung tinatawag na international IFS, financial standard. Diba? So, next illustration is on July 19, customer Noni Paterno was refunded 2,000 for products returned. Diba? For products returned. Cash was refunded to her. So, hindi natin alam kung anong nangyari, pero nag-request ng refund si Noni Paterno dahil sa binili niya. Okay? So, ang title na ilalagay po natin dyan, account title, Sales Returns and Allowances. Okay? Sales Return and Allowances. So, nag-less po ang ating income, kaya ilalagay natin siya sa debit. Diba? Then, cash. So, nabawasan po ang ating cash, diba? So, pag nag-less po ang ating asset, diba? So, sa credit siya. So, to record, refund, and returns from Noni Paterno. Kung hanggat maaari, pwede nating ilagay yung customer, name ng customer, or yung clients natin, para at least madaling ma-determine nyo agad kung sino nga ba yung nag-request ng sales return and allowances na yun. Okay? So, next illustration. So, on July 25th, request for allowances on defective goods was granted to customer Ray Calo. He was given a credit memorandum for 9,000. Okay? So, may defective goods. So, nag-request siya ng refund. So, another, nag-decrease ulit yung ating income. Sales returns and allowances. So, under debit, 9,000. So, then, accounts receivable, nag-decrease po ang ating asset, diba? Yung accounts receivable. So, ilalagay natin siya sa credit, 9,000. So, to record credit memorandum for defective goods, diba? From Ray Calo. Okay? So, hanggat maaari, lagay natin yung sa customer's name para hindi kayo malilito. Okay? Ito po yung tinatawag na short description, yung third row. Okay? So, importante po yan. May mga May mga na-check na akong mga activities nyo. And, okay, na-journalize nyo siya ng tama. Pero wala yung short description. Hinahanap ko yun. Kasi na-discuss natin yan before na yung every part of journalizing, diniscuss natin yan. Okay? Under Book of Accounts. Diba? Sa Book of Accounts. Module 3. Okay? So, na-discuss ko po yan. Kaya sana po, ilagay nyo, sundin po natin yung kung ano yung tinuro natin sa module. Okay? So, next illustration. So, on July 26, the company accepted from customer Debbie Salas product sold on account for 4,000. A credit memorandum was issued. Okay? So, sales return and allowances. So, 4,000 and accounts receivable, 4,000. To record credit memorandum for returns. Okay? So, ito po. Okay, so lagi niyong tatandaan ha. So pag meron kayong pag may namit po kayo ng mga returns or refund, so ang account title po natin dyan is sales returns and allowances. Okay? So, yun po ang tamang account title. Okay? So, I hope naintindihan. So, move tayo. Next tayo. So, ngayon naman, we will discuss uh, the posting in the general ledger for the above transactions. So, syempre, once na nag-journalize tayo, so magpo-final entry naman tayo, which is the ledger. Okay? So, ang asset natin, so cash, diba? Lahat ng cash natin under debit and credit based on our illustration. So, ilalagay nyo. So, total of 19,600, then 2,000 under credit, so nag-decrease. So, ano po to pag nire-report po natin sa trial balance, ilales po natin itong mga nasa debit and credit. Okay, 19,600, then 2,000, iles po natin. So, ayun po yung total cash natin. Diba? So, ito po ay magiging 17,600. Diba? Yung cash. Then, accounts receivable natin. So, meron po tayong balance ng July 2 na 250,000 plus 20,000. And then yung credit, diba? Ito yung mga refunds, diba? Under to sa previous illustration. So, nung July 10, 25, and 26, ito yung sana na accounts receivable natin. So, 20,000, 9,000, and 4,000, i-add nyo yan. Then, ilalas nyo dito sa 270,000. Bakit naging 270? Kasi inad natin to. Okay, 270,000 less nito. So, ayun po yung magiging expect natin na accounts receivable. So, sa trial balance. The next, yung income natin. Diba? Sales natin. So, under credit, meron tayong balance na 200,000 and 20,000. So, automatic sa credit yan. Then, sales discounts na 400. So, ito yung sa unang illustrations natin. So, sales discount. Importante talaga yun, ha? Okay? Yung mga nakaka-avail ng mga discount. Yung 2/10, 2% discount within 10 days. Then, next is sales returns and allowances. So, lahat po ng mga returns and allowances natin, i-add natin dito. Under debit, syempre. Diba? Kung ano yung nakalagay dun sa journal, so, yun yung susundin natin. Okay? So, then, ito po yung illustration. Here is the summary of entries A to D in the 2-column journal. Okay, so ito po yun. So, kung napansin nyo kanina, inisa-isa natin. So, isa-isa. So, balikan natin Inisa-isa natin siya ng illustration. For example, ito. Diba, yung transaction July 2 and 10, then 19, 25, and yan. Para mas maintindihan nyo. So, dito naman, ito naman yung summary. Okay? So, ito siya. So, ganyan talaga. Pag nagpe-prepare po tayo ng journal, talagang isang po siya. Isang buo. Hindi po tayo nagka-cut. Okay? So, yan po. So, July 2, accounts receivable, 20,000, 20,000. So, sales, 20,000. To record sales on account to the SRBs. Okay? So, I hope naintindihan nyo siya. So, proceed tayo with our next page. Kung may questions, pwede nyo akong i-chat, diba? I-PM regarding to our discussion. Pwede naman. Para at least baka may tanong kayo, pwede ko naman sagutin. Okay? So, accounting for purchases and accounts. Diba? Purchases and accounts. So, lahat ng mga purchase natin. Diba? Under our business. Diba? So, the word purchase is a generic term to mean buy or acquire. Okay? So, kaya nga sa isang company, may mga department. Kami nun, yun nga, sa procurement department, diba? So, yun po. May procurement department talaga para yung mga supplies needed sa isang kumpanya, sila yung nag-a-acquire. Okay? So, sila yung responsible. Okay? So, sabi dito, the business engaged in this activity are called merchandising companies or trading entities. Okay? So, yung may mga purchases. Okay? So, halos lahat naman ng kumpanya may purchase. Diba? Kasi, kailangan mong i-provide yung mga needs ng ating mga employees. Diba? And, syempre, yung flow ng business, kung ano man yung business na yun. Kaya nga, importante na inaalam natin kung ano yung types ng business. Diba? And yung forms of businesses na yun. Okay? So, pag nag-work na kayo, kailangan alam nyo yun. Okay? So, proceed tayo. So, the general ledger introduced in this section are purchases, purchase discount, purchase returns and allowances, freight in, accounts payable. So, ito naman, pinag-uusapan dito yung purchases. Yung kanina kasi pinag-usapan is yung sales, diba? Sales returns and allowances. So, dito naman yung mga purchases natin. So, yung kanina, ito, balik lang natin itong mga to, pinag-usapan is yung for sales and accounts. So, itong mga to, ito ay para sa mga customers natin, di ba? Customers natin. Ito naman, itong mga purchases naman na to, tayo to, di ba? As their customer naman or as their clients, di ba? So, tayo to, purchases, purchase discount, purchase returns and allowances, pricing, and accounts payable. Okay? So, kumbaga, yung supplier natin, di ba, may supplier tayo, di ba? So, tayo yung clients nila, di ba? Client nila, sorry. So, sila yung, supplier natin. So, kumbaga, sila yung seller. Tayo yung buyer. Okay? So, proceed tayo. Terms of purchase, the common terms, ito siya. 30 days, the amount of invoices is payable after 30 days. So, N over 30. So, ito po yun. So, pag may mga, pag may, di ba, naghahanap na tayo ng mga suppliers natin, may terms and conditions tayo na tinatawag. So, ito yun. So, nasa sayo kung ano yung gusto mong i-avail. So, wait lang po. Okay? So, proceed tayo. So, next is 2 over 10 and N30. So, yun nga, na-discuss na natin to for katulad kanina. So, syempre, tayo naman yung clients natin, mga supplier. So, kung gusto mo maka-avail ng discounts, so pwede ka magbayad within 10 days. Pero kung ito for safety din naman to na kunyari, hindi mo kayang bayaran within 10 days, hindi mo kayang okay lang sa'yo na hindi mo na i-avail yung discount, so babayaran mo siya within 30 days. Okay? So, COD, the invoice price is to be paid upon delivery of the product. Okay? So, most commonly, nagaganap to saan? Sa Shopee, Lazada, di ba? So, yung mga, marami tayo dyan, COD. So, nag-order tayo through online. Okay? So, next is FOB, shipping point. So, pre-on-board at point of origin. So, wala pong libre ang ating shipping fee. So the buyer pays for the freight or transportation. So the buyer debits freighting for this. The buyer assumes the risk of loss while goods are in transit. Okay? So FOB, pre-on-board. So ito mga pre-shipping. Okay, na tinatawag. Then next is FOB, destination. Pre-on-board up to destination. Okay, the seller pays for freight or transportation. So, si seller, so tayo ang nagbabayad sa kanila. While the goods are in transit, so the seller assumes the risk of loss while the goods are in transit. So, sa FOB, parang kumbaga, si seller yung responsible if ever kung ano man yung mangyari sa product. Then, tayo din yung nagbabayad, si seller din. Pero, dito sa FOB shipping point is si buyer. So, si responsible naman si buyer. So, mga pre-shipping. Diba? So, next is mga purchase documents na kailangan natin. So, the purchase document consists of purchase requisition, purchase order, purchase invoice, freight bill if ever na meron, then credit memorandum. Kasi minsan, si supplier, meron siyang free delivery pag for example, naka-worth 10,000 ka, ganyan. So, free delivery na yun. Pero yung may mga supplier na wala, nagpapabayad pa rin talaga sila ng charge. Okay, wait lang po. Okay, so dito sa purchase document, so number 1 is purchase requisition. So ito yung ini-enlist natin kung ano yung mga needs natin. Okay, then saka tayo magpe-prepare ng purchase requisition na pinapa-approve natin sa ating head. Okay, so kami nun sa procurement, so syempre may mga needs din kami, mga office supplies. So lahat ng ng employee, pinag-request kung ano yung mga kailangan. Then after that, gagawa na ng purchase requisition. Then, purchase order, diba? So, ito na yung, isasend mo yung purchase, yung list of orders mo sa iyong supplier. So, ito yung tinatawag na PO. Then, purchase invoice. ito naman yung ini-issue ng ating mga supplier. Okay. So, kasi dito na naka-enlist yung price o yung amount na babayaran natin. Then, if ever na may price bill, so si supplier pa din yan. And next is the credit memorandum. So, if ever, kung ano man yung terms natin, kung babayaran ba natin siya within 10 days para ma-avail natin yung discount or within 30 days. Okay, so mag-i-issue naman sila ng SOA if ever na hindi ka nakakabayad ng mga orders. Then next, so sinimplify ko na ha, basahin nyo na lang. Kung gusto nyo basahin, okay lang din naman. Diba? Kung hindi kayo satisfied sa aking explanation. Joke lang. Okay, so next natin is yung may cash voucher dyan. So ito yung ini-issue natin when it comes to paying. Diba? Yung binabayaran nating mga purchases. So, hindi nga totally cash yan. Dapat nga check voucher eh. Kasi check naman talaga yung ini-issue ng mga kumpanya. Okay, so journalizing and posting. So, ito na po yung mga illustrations, diba? Yan, so up to F. So, on October 2, 20X1, Marcel Enterprises bought shoes, slippers, and handbags from their Marikina supplier. Okay, so amounting to 95,000 under a purchase term of 2/10 and N30. So, kumbaga, parang for safety na if ever na hindi mo kayang i-avail yung 10 days, pwede ka na magbayad within 30 days. So, it was agreed between buyer and supplier that the freight in or transportation from Marikina to Makati is to be paid by the buyer. So, sa atin po ang charge. So yung kay Marcel Enterprise ang sagot ng freighting. So, ito po yung illustration natin dyan. So, October 2, purchase worth 95,000, accounts payable 95,000. So, accounts payable, ibig sabihin, meron po tayong babayaran, may obligation po tayo for under that supplier. Okay, so to record purchase from Marikina supplier, term 2/10 and N30. Okay, so a short description. Then next, illustration B, on October 5, 20X1, Marcel Enterprise received deliveries of handbags from Collins amounting to 20,000. So the term is cash purchase. So cash of 20,000 was paid. So nagbayad siya ng cash. So purchase natin. So 20,000, then cash 20,000. So, syempre, nag-less tayo ng cash. So, less yung assets natin. So, dito tayo sa credit. Okay? So, purchases 20,000. So, the record purchase of handbags from Collins. So, next, on October 6, 20X1, so that tayo dito na tayo sa C. Marcel Enterprise ordered and received delivery from Lemars, shoes costing 35,000 on a N30. Okay, so within 30 days natin babayaran. So purchases with worth 35,000 and accounts payable 35,000. So may obligations tayo na dapat bayaran sa kay Lemars, okay, na worth 35,000. So next is letter D. On October 11, 20X1, Marcel Enterprises paid to the Marikina supplier the 95,000 less 2% discount. So, ito yung di ba si B? Ito yun, si A. Di ba, noong October 2. So, binayaran po ni Marcel Enterprise within 10 days. Okay? So, accounts payable, 95,000. Then, purchase discount. So, saan na-compute yung purchase discount? So, kuhanin nyo yung 2% ng 95,000. So, equivalent yun is 1.9. Then, cash. Siyempre, nababasan ng ating cash. So, 93,100. So, total record to record payments to Marikina supplier within the discount period. Okay? So, na-avail po natin yung 2/10. So, which is 2% discount within 10 days. So, yan po Pag tinutal nyo tong under credit na to, worth 95,000. Okay? So, next tayo. 16. So, on October 16, the buyer Marcel Enterprises found some defective goods and filed a complaint to Collins. Okay? So, may defective goods. So, For sure, magre-request ng refund yan. Then, supplier Collins agreed to refund 1,200 and promptly paid this amount to Marcel Enterprise. So, may marireceive po tayong cash, diba? So, syempre, galing kay Collins na worth 1,2, nag-increase ang ating asset, so debit siya. So, purchase returns and allowances, 1,2, credit. Okay, to record cash receipts from Collins for returns on products purchased. Okay, last illustration. On October 18, 20X1, Marcel complained to Lemers about unpolished shoes, for which Lemers gave the boy a rebate of 1,000. So a credit memorandum was received from Lemers. So accounts payable, so 1,000, and purchase returns and allowances is 1,000. Okay? So, to record credit memorandum from Demars for product complaint. Okay? So, yun po. Ito po yung proper journalizing natin pagdating sa ating mga purchases. Okay? So, I hope naintindihan nyo kasi yun lang naman yan. Pare-pareho lang procedure. So, paano ba natin madedetermine kung debit or credit? So, yun pa rin sa rules of debit and credit natin yan. So, yung mga purchases natin, so consider yan as our assets, di ba? So, kaya siya napupunta sa debit, di ba? 95,000. And yung mga accounts payable, di ba? Consider as expense, di ba? So, doon natin, i-follow lang natin yung rules of debit and credit. So, pag na-master nyo yan, hindi na kayo maliligaw. Okay, proceed tayo. Next. Dito na tayo sa pag-ledger. Siyempre. Tapos na natin i-journalize ang ating mga purchase. So, proceed na tayo sa ating ledger. Final entry. So, asset. Balance natin is 200,000 plus 1,2 and yung under credit is 20,000 and 93,100. So, i-add nyo lang yan. Then, i-less nyo dito sa debit. So, yun po ang ating total assets, total cash, sorry. Then, cost or expenses purchase. So, debit, i-add nyo to. So, total nito is our cost and expenses. Then, liabilities, accounts payable. So, total nyo under debit and credit. So, 95 tsaka 1,000. And yung 95, 35,000. So, accounts payable. Then, purchase discount, 1,900. Diba? And yung purchase returns and allowances, 1,200 and 1,000. So, again, baka mamaya malito pa kayo. So, ito yung nasa journal under our purchases. So, proceed tayo sa merchandise inventory. So, ano ba yung inventory, guys? Importante siya kasi dapat na monitor nyo po yung inventory nyo. Kasi para hindi po tayo order ng order. Okay? So, kung may stock tayo, ibig sabihin nun, hindi pa natin kailangan bumili. Okay? Kaya monitor yung inventory. Okay? So, yun para sa akin. So, sa business, ganun. So, kaya may mga inventory staff. So, syempre, responsible sila for inventories. Diba? Yung mga dumadating, yung mga items na products, nire-record nila. Yung mga yung stocks, nire-record nila, minomonitor nila. So, may mga systems na ginagamit dyan. So, sa amin nun before, may system kami. Para na ma-monitor namin yung paglabas ng items, diba? Yung pagpasok ng items. So, yun po yun. So, pag nagtrabaho na kayo, baka ma-experience nyo yung all-in talaga na trabaho. Kayo na yung sa purchase, kayo pa yung sa accounting, tapos kayo pa yung sa inventory. So, ganun talaga. So, talagang kailangan ma-experience nyo muna yung hirap bago yung sarap pagdating sa trabaho. Diba yung promotions na tinatawag. Pag nakita naman kasi nila talaga na deserving ka, so i-increase nila yung sahod mo tapos mapopromote ka pa. So good luck dyan sa part na yan. So masarap yun bilang isang empleyado na appreciate ka ng iyong employer. Okay? So merchandise inventory. Ito yung illustration niyan. So assume that on December 31, 20X1, the company counted the ending inventory and applied the most recent purchase cost. The inventory was determined to cost 380,000. So, merchandise inventory, So, ang entry po natin, yung account title natin dyan is merchandise inventory worth 380,000. Okay, consider pa rin to as assets. Okay, so si merchandise inventory. So, increase ang ating assets so, sa debit siya. So, income and expense summary. So, 380,000. Okay, to set up the inventory December 31, 20x1. Okay, so I hope naintindihan na. So, merchandise inventory is considered as asset. So, yan. The journal books of bio. So, income and expense summary, 380,000. So, parang kumbaga ang instinct dyan, syempre, after mo mag-debit, credit ka na. Hindi naman pwedeng lahat is nasa debit. Hindi naman pwedeng lahat ay nasa credit. Okay? So, sa journalize, dalawa po yan dapat. Debit and credit. Isang account is nasa debit and yung isang account is nasa credit. So, proceed tayo. So, the account title, income, and expense summary is used only at the end of the accounting period. So, accounting period. So, all monetary balances of those accounts in the general ledger affecting the computation of the net income are transferred to the income and expense summary. So, this is the step of the accounting cycle that is called closing entries. Okay? So, ganun talaga. Para in order to prepare for the next accounting cycle, so kailangan nating mag-close. Okay? Closing entries. Okay, so under the periodic inventory method, there is the general ledger and trial balance an inventory called beginning inventory. So in this illustration, it is called merchandise inventory. So yung beginning inventory is called the merchandise inventory. So January 1, 20x1, assume it is 240,000. So this 240,000 beginning inventory is open in the books of January 1. To December 31. So such that until the end of the year, there is a 240,000 balance in merchandise inventory. So January 1. Since in the normal course of transactions, this 240,000 could have been sold could have been sold by the end of the year. This 240,000 is recognized as part of cost and expense in the following journal entry. So ito po yung entry natin. Income and expense summary. So, 240,000. Okay? Then, merchandise inventory natin for January 1, 20x1, 240,000. Okay? So, yan. Sinabi naman dito kung bakit ano yung scenario. Kaya, under siya ng debit and credit. Okay? So, I hope naintindihan. So, basahin nyo lang, i-analyze nyo lang to. And, ito na yun. Ganito siya ilagay sa ating journal. Okay, income and expense summary, 240,000. And merchandise inventory na 240,000. Okay? To close the beginning inventory to the income and expense summary. Okay? So, next natin. Sabi dito, technically, the meaning of closing an account is to reduce its balances to zero. There is a need to reduce to zero the balances of the accounts included in the income statement in order to make them available for another income and expenses measurement for the next accounting period. So, ganun daw. Dapat, nasisiro natin yung sa inventory natin. Para at least daw is mag-move tayo para sa ating income and expense measurement for the next accounting period. Okay, so year or throughout the reporting period, so purchases of merchandise amounted to 12,500,000. Then the account purchase in the general ledger has a balance of 12,500,000. So, paano siya, ano yung journal entry natin? So, the journal entry and close to purchase account is as follows. So, December 31, income and expense summary, 12,500,000 and purchases worth 12,500,000. So, under debit and credit. Then the following is the effect in the income statement of the three items discussed. So cost of goods sold, merchandise inventory January 1, so 240,000. At purchases, na 12,500,000, so ito yan. Then total merchandise available for sale is 12,740,000. So pinag-add po natin yan, obviously kasi add. Then, less natin yung merchandise inventory ng December 31, which is 380,000. Then, cost of goods sold is 12,360,000. Okay? It is also possible to have in the general ledger the following accounts. Freight in, if ever, 400,000. Purchase discounts, 280,000. And purchase returns and allowances is 600,000. So, guys, huwag kayo masyadong ma-confuse. So, ito ay mga given sa ating illustration. So, pag nag-prepare na kayo, possible na given din. Pero pag pina-compute sa inyo, kailangan nyo i-compute. Lalo na yung mga terms and conditions. 'Di ba? Kung ano yung mga in-avail natin. Kung 2/10 ba siya or N30. Okay? So, dun lang tayo magko-compute. Okay? So, I hope naintindihan nyo siya. So, ito is given naman. Kaya hindi tayo malilito. So, next is cost of goods sold. Sorry. So these accounts are also close to income and expense summary. So the following shows the effect of these three accounts in the cost of goods sold section. So ito po yung illustration sa cost of goods sold. Ito yun. Okay? So merchandise inventory na worth 240,000. Then purchases na 12,500,000. Freight in 400,000. So yan. So ito yung illustrations natin. So dapat. Okay, ito yung susundin natin. Okay? So, total natin, pag sinabing add, so, syempre, i-add mo. Then, last natin daw yung mga purchase discount natin and purchase return and allowances. So, 880,000. Then, ililess mo po ito. 12,900,000 less mo yung 880,000. Worth is 12,020,000. Okay? Then, total goods available for sales is 12,260,000. Bakit? So, 240 plus mo yung 12,020,000. So, kaya siya naging 12,260. Then, last merchandise inventory in December 31. So, 380,000. So, a total of cost of goods sold is 11,880,000. Okay? So, saan nga ba nanggaling itong mga entries na to? So, dito yun kanina. So, ito yun. Ito yun. Ha? Ito po yung given. Okay? Kaya huwag kayong malito. Okay? So, ito po yung illustrations yan. Under cost of goods sold. Okay? So, adjusting entries. So, dito na tayo sa adjusting entries. So, to complete the illustration of the worksheet, assume the following adjusting entries are journalized on December 31, 20x1. So, bad debts expense. So, 90,000. Allowance for bad debts is 90,000. To adjust for possible non-collection of accounts receivable. Okay. So, depreciation expense for office equipment, 100,000. And accumulated depreciation for office equipment is 100,000. So, salaries expense, 14,000. And salaries payable is 14,000. So, to adjust for salaries not yet paid. Okay. So, supplies expense, 42,000 and unused supplies is 42,000 to adjust for supplies expense. So, given din yan. Okay? So, ito po yung Bella Enterprise worksheet. So, the worksheet will facilitate the preparation of the income statement and balance sheet. The next page illustration the worksheet, income statement, and balance sheet. So, ito yan. So, pwede nyo siyang i-zoom in para makita nyo, pero ipapakita ko yung sa Excel. Okay? Ito po siya. Mag-share tayo. Ito. Ito po share lang natin. So, ito po yun. Para mas makita nyo. Okay, Bella Enterprise worksheet. Bakit ba siya naging worksheet? Kasi nga, lahat ng so, lahat po ng entry natin, ng different financial statement natin, nandito na. Yung trial balance, adjustments, adjusted trial balance, income statement, and balance sheet. So, worksheet po yan. So, ang entry natin, lahat ng account titles. So, hindi ka magmi-miss. Dapat lahat ng account titles naka-indicate dyan. Okay? So, yan po ang account titles. Then, i-input nyo lahat ng amount na enter for trial balance, adjustments, adjusted trial balance, income statement, and balance sheet. So, then, huwag nyo kakalimutan yung debit, credit for that certain financial statement. Debit, credit, and debit, credit. Okay? So, kaya wag kayong malilito. So, ito po yan ha. So, yan. Ito po ay tinatawag na worksheet. Okay po? Worksheet. Ito po ang ating worksheet. Under Bella Enterprises. Okay? So, Bella Enterprise, account name, then account title, diba? Worksheet for the year end, so yung date, and yung Philippine peso. So, ito yung ating heading. So, I hope nakakuha mo siya. So, next, balik tayo sa ating module. Yan. So, pwede nyo itong i-zoom. Na-try ko na to, na i-zoom natin. So, makikita nyo naman. So, hindi kayo malilito. So, yan po ang worksheet. Pag sinabing worksheet, lahat po ng ating financial statement is naka-indicate. Okay? So, ilan po yan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, lahat. Okay? From last year account titles. Then, dito na tayo sa income statement and balance sheet ni Bella Enterprise. So, dito po. Okay? So, income statement and balance sheet. So, kung makikita nyo sa worksheet, so naka-summarize na, 'di ba? Lahat nandoon na. So, ito yung financial statement. So, different financial statement. So, ito siya pag pinag-isa-isa mo. Okay? So, yan. So, hindi ko na siya, syempre, iisa-isahin pa sa inyo kasi na-discuss naman na natin kung paano mag-prepare ng income statement and balance sheet. So, ang nagkaiba nga lang sa income statement, 'di ba? So, may sales, then less natin yung sales discount and sales returns and allowances, 'di ba, na 626,000. So, ililas mo dito sa sales natin na 21,626, 'di ba? So, total net sales na 21,000. So, ito yung magra-run pagdating sa sales income. Kasi sa service business lang, service income lang, then go na eh. So, dito sa merchandise inventory, hindi. So, ilalagay mo pa yung mga discounts na na-avail ng mga customers mo, and at the same time, yung sa ating mga purchases, 'di ba? Yung cost of sales natin, 'di ba? Less natin yung mga cost of sales ng merchandise inventory for 240,000 and yung mga purchase discount, 'di ba? And returns and allowances. So, yan po. Kung paano siya ginawa, sundan nyo lang. So, pag sinabing less, syempre, ililess, ima-minus. 'Di ba? So, pag sinabing add, i-add. Okay? So, hindi ko na dapat, wag nyo nang pahirapan yung sarili nyo. Kung ano po yung instruction for this, ayun po ang sundin natin. Para pag pin-repair nyo, ito lang yung guide nyo. Okay? So, net income. So, ibig sabihin, bakit siya tinawag na net income? Meron tayong 4,520,000. So, kumita po si Bella Enterprise na 4,520,000. Pero pag nag-negative to, 'di ba? Once na pin-repair mo yung income statement, nag-negative ang ating total. So, automatically, ito ay net loss. Hindi siya net income. Net loss. Ito yun. Net loss. Okay? So, magiging net loss po siya. Pero, luckily, si Bella Enterprise is net earn. So, next is the balance sheet. So, ang balance sheet po natin is report form. Okay? Kasi dire-diretso siya. So, assets, diba? Total assets is 6,374,000. And total liabilities and owner's equity is 6,374,000. So, balance naman. Okay? Balance naman siya. So, 6 million at saka ito. So, 6,374,000. Okay? Proceed tayo. Next tayo ha. Then, closing entries and post-closing trial balance. So, sa service business, natakal na din natin to. So, same with merchandising, may preparation din ito, na closing entries and post-closing trial. So, ito po yung mga closing entries for the corrected balances of income statement are as follows. So, given po yan. Given tong mga to. So, sales na 21,626,000. So, income and expense is 21,620,000. So na-mention na yan sa ating previous discussion. Hanapin nyo na lang. So, ito po yung mga entries natin dyan. Okay? So, income and expense summary, 626. Tapos, baka malito kayo, ano tong 210 at saka 416. So, ipag-add nyo po yan, ayun po ang income and expense summary. So, kasi may avail lang tayo na sales discount saka sales return and allowances from our clients. Okay? So, yan po yan lahat. So, basahin nyo na lang yung module para hindi kayo malito. Pero, guided naman kayo dyan kasi nasa module naman na lahat. Okay? So, paano siya i-report? Income and expense summary. So, inventory. So, debit and credit. So, under debit is the inventory January 1. Ayan. The purchases na 12,500,000, price in of 400,000. Then discounts na returns and allowances na 626,000 and operating expense na 4,600,000. So a total of 18,366,000. So net income na 4,520,000. Then dito sa under credit 21,626. So i-add mo lang yan itong mga to. A total of 22,886,000. Okay, so yan. So 2,886,000. So saan nakuha tong 4,520,000? So ganito po yan. 'Di ba na total mo na yung sa debit? Total na natin yung sa debit and at the same time total nyo na yung sa credit. So ipag-less nyo lang to. Pag-dash nyo lang, 22,886 plus 2 sa 18,366, magre-result po na 4,520,000. Then, para siya mag-balance, 22,886,000. Okay, balance po ang ating debit and credit when it comes to income and expense summary. Okay? Ito naman yung explanation. So, kung gusto nyo basahin, okay lang din. Pero, pina-ano ko naman sa inyo. Kung ano yung sinabi ko, yun yun. Kung paano nakuha si 4,520,000. Baka kasi malito kayo. Okay? So, para lang mag-balance yun. Okay? Kaya nga siya adjusting. Trial balance. So, ngayon naman sa drawings. So, the closing journal entry is, so drawings na tayo Pag sinabing drawings, ito po ay withdrawals ng ating proprietor. Okay? So, si John Bella, drawings. So, 560,000 and 3,960. Then, 4,520. Okay? So, ililess nyo po yan para makomplete nyo yung total drawings natin. So, the difference between the debit and credit is 3,960,000. Okay? So, ito, niless po nito. Ito, 580,000 at saka 4,520. Okay, niless po yung drawings niya na nag-worth na 3,960. So, ito po yun. Okay? So, ito po dapat yung mag-entry natin sa journal. So, Bella Enterprises, post-closing trial balance. So, post-closing trial balance, ito na siya. Yung final entry natin. So, dapat ano po yan, syempre, trial balance nga. Mag-balance po ang ating debit and credit. So, a total of 6,564,000 and 6,564,000. So, kung makikita nyo, dito nag-appear yung lahat ng mga naka-input under na diniscuss natin, yung mga datas na yan. So, sa journal is nandito. Okay? So, yan po. So, tignan nyo lang yung yung mga previews. Kasi yung mga pinakita nating illustrations, connected siya kay Bella Enterprises. Okay? Sa sales and yung purchases natin, so under din yan kay Bella Enterprises. So ito po yung summary natin. Okay, post-closing trial balance. And pagdating sa report ng Bella Enterprises, yung kaninang pinakita ko ng worksheet, ito po yun. Okay? So para sa lahat. Okay? Ng different financial statement. So, yan po yun. Okay, so, yun lang naman. So, sana naintindihan nyo yung discussion natin. And kung may question kayo, pwede nyo namang basahin siya. Basahin para mas maintindihan. Kasi tinuro ko lang sa inyo in simplest form para hindi kayo malito. Pero kung baka may na-miss akong data, pwede nyo naman basahin yung module. Guided naman kayo dyan. Okay, kaya hindi kayo maliligaw. And kung hindi talaga kaya, pwede nyo naman akong i-PM, di ba? I-chat sa ating group or gusto nyo personal chat, okay lang naman. So far, yun lang. So, maraming salamat sa inyo. And God bless. So, ito po ang merchandise. So, mapapansin nyo talagang sobrang complicated pagdating sa merchandise inventory. Okay? Unlike sa service business na isang pasada lang, kaya na eh. Sa merchandise kasi madami. Madaming terms na na-add. Like, for example, cost of goods sold, yung freight in. Ano nga ba yung freight in? Simplest form yan is delivery charge. Okay? So, yung mga terms and conditions natin, dapat familiar din kayo. Okay? So, i-discuss ko lang din yung ating activities para wala na magtatanong sa akin. So, exercise 1. So name the financial statement, whether income statement or balance sheet. Where the following accounts are to be shown. On the lines, write IS for income statement and BS for balance sheet. Okay? Then, debit or credit, natural balances. So, ilalagay nyo dito, kung for example, rent, ano ba siya? Income statement ba siya or sa balance sheet? Saan siya mag-a-appear? Then, syempre, na-identify nyo na is rent. So, ano siya? Debit ba siya or credit? Yun lang ang ilalagay nyo, ha? DR or CR. So, debit. Diba? Yung ibig sabihin ng DR is debit. Then, yung CR is credit. Okay? So, yun po ang ilalagay nyo dito, ha? Sa unang column. Sa unang column, income statement or balance sheet. So, etong mga account titles na to, up to ito, so, saan daw siya mag-a-appear? So, sa balance sheet ba or sa income statement? So, nasa sa inyo yan. Okay? Then, exercise 2. From this adjusted trial balance of AB merchandise as of December 31, 20X1, extend amounts to the income statement and columns and the balance sheet columns. How much is the net income or net loss? Okay? So, yan. Ito yon. Okay? So, ilalagay nyo po dito, yan, income statement and balance sheet. So, ano ba dito? Under that account titles kay AB, merchandise, itong mga account titles na to, saan dyan, sang account titles dyan, ilalagay ay ang compose ng income statement. And at the same time, yung balance sheet. Ano ba yung compose ng balance sheet? Under that account title. Okay? So, huwag po kayo malilito ha. Okay? Kung parang in simplest form, ito yung worksheet. Okay, ito yung worksheet. Pero, siya, mas medyo onti lang. Kasi nga, tawag dito, siya wala dito yung trial balance, diba? So, adjusted balance lang at saka income statement and balance sheet. So, ito yung datas natin. So, for that certain account titles, dapat po mag-equal yan ha, yung totals. Okay, so debit and credit. Dapat po mag-equal. So, tignan nyo po yung worksheet natin sa previous discussion. Nag-equal po sila. Okay? So, sana makuha nyo. Lalo na sa balance sheet, dapat equal yan. Then, last, exercise 3. So, i-compute nyo na po. The following accounts and balances are taken from the general ledger of Double Trading Co. So, So, from the above information, ito yon. Yan. I-compute nyo po yung cost of goods sold. Yan. Then, net sales natin. Ano ba yung net sales natin? And then, the net purchase. Diba? And gross profit. So, and net income. So, net income, madali lang yan. So, dito. Under dito ha, ito ang pag-basis nyo. So, sana makuha nyo ng tama yung ating module. So, kung may questions kayo and clarifications, i-PM nyo lang po ako. So, maraming salamat guys sa inyong pakikinig and hopefully na talagang napanood nyo itong video discussion na po. Kasi sayang naman yung effort ko na mag-video recording kung hindi nyo naman din pinapanood. Okay, so para naman din ito sa inyo. Okay, so huwag kayong maliligaw guys. So, itong gagamitin nyo sa exercise 2, ito po yan ha. Okay? And for exercise 3, ito lang. So, iba-iba po. And for exercise 1, ito. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, dito na malalaman kung ano na yung natutunan nyo sa accounting and sa akin, sa subject ko. So, yun guys. Maraming salamat and God bless sa inyo. So, ingat kayo palagi. Okay? So, bye-bye and bye-bye and bye-bye.